returned to reclaim what is mine.
Before light had a name, before man learned to dream, the earth burned in silence. Ice and fire danced together, and from that storm a beast rose, the last mammoth. They called him Karen, the Fire King. His roar could wake mountains. His heart carried the flame of a god. In the valley of frozen dawn, snow melted not from sun, but from the breath of Karen. Around him, tribes trembled. They feared his silence more than his power, for within his chest burned a spiral mark, a gift from Orion, the forgotten god of flame. Every full moon it glowed, every glow took a life, and tonight it burned like never before. The wind whispered through the bones of giants. Beneath the ground, the ice cracked, alive. Something ancient was waking. The earth split open. Red light burst through the white snow, veins of magma breathing. Karen fell to his knees. From the fissure, a voice rose, deep, thunderous, divine.
What is
"You are my echo," said the voice. "You are the flame that forgot its name." Karen's body shook. Fire crawled under his skin, turning fur to smoke, blood to molten light. And from the storm above descended Orion himself, the god of eternal fire, wrapped in lightning. His eyes, twin suns. His words, hammers of creation. "Rise, my son of ash," he said. "The sky remembers what the earth has buried." But not all bowed to fire. From the black ridges of the east came Torak, leader of the cold-blooded ones, hunters who worshipped the ice gods. They saw Karen's fire as a curse, a threat. "Kill the fire beast," Torak roared, "and the gods will freeze time again." Spears of bone, faces painted in ash. They marched into the valley where Karen stood between two worlds, the divine and the doomed. The mammoth trumpeted beside him, a cry that tore clouds apart. Fire met frost. The battle of elements began. Flames licked the spears. Ice shattered under molten blood. And amidst the chaos, Orion vanished, leaving Karen alone with his curse. The mammoth bled from 100 wounds. Torak's clan surrounded Karen, their eyes cold as death. Karen roared, a roar so loud that the volcano itself answered. Lava split the valley in half. The mammoth stumbled toward the fissure, carrying Karen on its back. "No!" Karen screamed. But the beast knew. It walked into the fire willingly. The valley exploded in red light, and when the fire cleared, there was no mammoth, no Karen, only silence. Days passed. The sky turned copper. The tribes fled, but some returned. They found the valley reborn. Lava had cooled into spirals of glass and gold. At the center stood Karen, alive, changed. His fur was ash, his eyes burned like suns. The god's fire had merged with man, and where he walked, life followed. Trees sprouted from stone. Water flowed from magma. The world had remembered balance. On the final dawn, Karen climbed the highest ridge. He looked to the sky and let out a roar that shook the clouds, echoed through oceans, and became the sound of time itself. In the distance, a golden spark fell from the heavens. A star. Before the fire cooled, before silence returned, another god awoke beneath the ice. They called him Varen, the god of stillness, the one who ruled the frozen veins of earth. When Karen roared, mountains trembled, but when Varen breathed, time itself stopped. And somewhere beneath a glacier older than light, a heartbeat answered the flame. The sky still glowed red from Charon's fire. The tribes believed it was dawn, but it was the death of warmth. From the north came whispers, carried by the wind, soft, slow, dangerous. The rivers froze mid-flow. Mammoths stopped breathing mid-step, and from within the blue wall of ice, 2 hands pushed outward. Crack. A man stepped forth, pale as moonlight, hair silver like frost, eyes deep blue voids. Frost curled around his shoulders as if alive. The frozen god had returned, and his first word was not rage, but memory. Fire forgot balance, he said. Now I must remind the world of cold. Far to the south, Charon walked the newborn forest, each step leaving molten glass, each breath feeding life. But he felt the shift, the returning cold. He looked to the horizon and saw ice crawling over the mountains. Varan, he whispered. The name burned his tongue. The hunter clan that once followed Torak had changed. Their new leader, Sira, a fierce woman marked by frost, heard Varan's whisper in her dreams. "Serve me," he said, "and I will freeze your pain forever." And she obeyed. Under her command, the cold-blooded tribe rose again. The valley trembled as 2 forces awoke, fire and ice. Charon climbed to the volcano's edge, his spiral mark glowing crimson, his heart remembering Orion's gift. Across the plains, Sira marched with her army, their breath turning to crystals mid-air. Above them, Varan descended, wrapped in mist. His touch turned grass to glass. His voice slowed the wind itself. "Your fire consumes," he said. "My cold preserves." Charon raised his hand. "The world needs life, not silence." Varan smiled. "Then burn alone." Thunder. The volcano roared, and the second battle of creation began. The world screamed. Flames met frost. The air itself shattered. Tribes fled into caves as fire melted the sky. Charon swung his spear of molten stone, but Varan froze it mid-air, time locked in his grasp. Then, darkness. Charon fell. His heart dimmed. The spiral mark faded. Sira watched, her eyes filled with tears and confusion. "Why does this god weep?" she whispered. Varan placed his icy hand on her shoulder. "He feels, and that is his weakness." But the ground cracked again. Deep below, a faint red glow began to pulse. The forgotten god stirred, Aurion reborn in the core. The flames of the earth whispered to Charon's dying soul. Fire never dies, it transforms. Lava rivers lit again. Charon's body burst into molten light, half flesh, half fire. He rose, no longer man, but a being between gods. Orion's voice thundered, "Rise, child of flame and sorrow. You are no longer my echo, you are my will." Charon screamed. His roar broke the frozen clouds, melting half the northern sky. Varan staggered back, his ice cracking. Sira dropped to her knees, for she saw in Charon not a god, but balance. Fire and ice circled, merged, and the world was born anew. As dawn returned, Charon stood at the edge of the world. The sea hissed beneath him, steam rising like souls of the past. He looked at the sky, and for the first time, he smiled. For above the clouds, 2 stars burned side by side, one blue, one gold. Varan and Orion, the eternal cycle. And the voice whispered again, "Life does not end. It changes shape." A feather of flame drifted down to earth and landed before a sleeping child in the next tribe. The next evolution had begun.